Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
So, Dad, who's your favorite president?
Need a clue?
Nope. I'm good.
It's Sit and Sleep's biggest president sale ever. Save over 50% off Beauty Rest, Sealy, and Kingsdown. Plus, pay 0% financing for up to 36 months and save up to $500 on temper adjustable sets.
So this president's holiday, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep.
And get an honest-to-goodness deal.
You can't help yourself, can you?
Oh, does his hair look like it runs for buses?
I bet that hair will run if I treat you to Mickey D's.
Yeah, you're right.
Get a flavor to match your own. Any size iced coffee is 99 cents until 11 a.m. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Now at 5:30, the House voted unanimously today to condemn China's balloon surveillance program as a brazen violation of U.S. sovereignty. The Senate also held a hearing about that balloon shot down by the U.S. military last weekend.
NBC4's Conan Nolan has details now from the hearings today. Conan?
That's right, Colleen. So apparently the payload for this reconnaissance balloon remains at the bottom of the ocean. Federal investigators, U.S. Navy divers say that they will be able to retrieve it at some point. It appears that this is not an American problem. It's a worldwide problem, as China has used these balloons in various countries around the globe. That's according to the Secretary of State. And it's the kind of intelligence that has been gathered is the kind that they could not receive from low Earth orbit satellites.
It was as bipartisan a vote as you'll ever get on Capitol Hill. The House of Representatives voting 419-0 in favor of a resolution condemning China's use of that surveillance balloon over the United States. The resolution also calls on the Biden administration to continue to keep Congress informed of the incident and what data the balloon was able to collect. The measure requests accounts of past infiltrations of U.S. airspace by China and a timeline for the most recent case. This comes after a full House received a classified briefing on the balloon situation earlier today. Lawmakers calling the incident a brazen violation of U.S. sovereignty.
Only 60,000 feet above the ground that can be seen from the naked eye to surveil the United States of America.
The Department of State says China's balloon surveillance had a global reach, evidence the U.S. is sharing with dozens of countries, including Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, and nations in Europe. Antennas would allow it to intercept phone calls, radio calls, emails, and text messages. Some in Congress believe the balloon should have been shot down earlier. Republican Steve Daines of Montana.
They could have taken that balloon down, that spy balloon, and the greatest risk would have been hitting a cow, a prairie dog, or an antelope.
Senator Mark Warren, chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee.
When this balloon was allowed to basically float over the mainland of the United States for days on end. I mean, nobody's going to tell me that anyone would have allowed an American balloon to float over the Chinese mainland for days on end without taking action.
President Biden, in an exclusive interview with Telemundo, said that he wanted to shoot down the balloon as soon as he found out about it, but that he was told by the military to let it make its way over the North Carolina coast into the open water so that nobody would be damaged on the ground. He said, what if it hit at school? I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
All right, Conan, thank you. And now to Turkey and Syria, where the death toll from those two major quakes is now more than 20,000 people. We are getting an up-close look at a U.S. search and rescue team in action in Turkey, and that includes a team from both Virginia and Los Angeles. NBC News followed this specially trained group after a report someone could be alive under this debris here. The team's dog was then brought in to sniff out any signs of life, diving into cracks in the wreckage.
When they bring the dog in, what the dog does is the dog will sniff around. It's very well trained, knows what to look for. And if it responds to the trainer, then the handler rather, then they know that there is a possible proof of life. And so they'll mark that down as a positive hit.
And the dog can distinguish between a dead body and a living person.
Yeah, that's right.
NBC Nightly